Peter Tecklenburg fought a long and hard campaign, but ultimately he was re-elected Charleston County Auditor. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with him one-on-one. Peter.
Quintin, how are you?
I'm doing just great.
Good.
It's been a long time since I've seen you.
It has. It's been a while.
And you know, when I talked with you recently, you actually celebrated a birthday.
I did. I just had a birthday on Friday, November 11th.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, let me turn to politics. You sent out this particular letter to your supporters actually on Thursday, November 10th, I believe. You said the following quote, "We worked hard, we talked about our successes, and we made a heartfelt appeal for the continued trust of the voters in Charleston County. After all of the ballots were cast yesterday, I'm very pleased to have come out over 21,500 votes ahead of my opponent." 21,500 tells you what?
Well, I think it tells us, or tells me that we did a fair job of getting our message out. I think it is a good example of the voters taking their time to study the issues and come up with who they believe should be the county auditor. So I'm pleased. I think it above all, it just tells us that I think we were successful in what we intended to do. And that's just as we stated, work hard, try to get our message out, and let the folks of Charleston County make a decision on who they would like to see running the county auditor's office.
Matter of fact, you also said this in a particular letter, quote, "Serving as Charleston County Auditor has been one of the most humbling experiences of my life, and I am very thankful to be given another term to continue the work that I've started." So what do you want to continue?
Well, I think a lot of what we've done, which is bringing some transparency to county government, working to ensure that municipalities and the taxpayers have someone who's educated and informed on the issues, in trying to keep an eye out, making sure that our taxes are how they're supposed to be, that we have someone who keeping an eye on it. So I think we'll continue doing the same thing we've been doing, and is trying to bring more innovation into government. I sort of represent a little bit of the next generation of folks who've come into to government, or certainly in county government. What we're trying to do is use good ideas and provide something that's efficient and fair to all the taxpayers in Charleston County. It's a wonderful place to live, and I think the folks should demand the best government they can get. And that's what we work for every day.
Speaking of next generation, let's talk about your best friend, really, Mary Tinkler.
Well, Mary's a good friend of mine. I don't know if she's my best friend. I've known Mary since elementary school,
yes.
and I'm happy for her. Andy Smith is also a friend of mine, and this was a difficult election in some ways because I know the potential that Mary's going to bring to the position, but I also know what a great job Andy's done. And Andy's a friend.
Yes.
When I came into office, he was one of the first ones to really welcome me and to help me perform the duties that I've been doing for the last 4 years.
And you obviously, just recently you and Andy worked together with Boeing and a couple other projects.
Yeah.
As we sit here right now, what would you like to work with Treasurer-elect Mary Tinkler on?
Well, I think it's a continuation on the same sort of things I've been working with Andy on. When the Auditor's Office and the Treasurer's Office work together, we get a lot of things done, and I think that's a good example. We were able to do everything from helping folks with the school district, or helping the school district out, which really benefited everyone in the county, to working with small employers and large employers, even like Boeing, to try to find efficiencies and make Charleston County government more responsive. And that's sort of what we did with Boeing. Andy and I were able to come in there and really just sort of help them with a problem. But I think that's what the role of the County Auditor's Office and the Treasurer's Office should be as well, serving the public. And that's why it's such an honor and a humbling experience for me to go in there and to know I have the faith of so many people to do this position. So it really is a dream job in a lot of ways.
I know it's a little off the beaten path for you, but obviously the Complete the Penny was passed last week. When you think of that, what sticks out to you?
Well, I think the thing that sticks out, there are two things that really stick out. Number one, I think I share the same frustration everyone else does with our infrastructure issues that we have in Charleston County. So I'm excited about that. I think it'll give us a path to help get us forward. We're still so far behind. The other thing that I was excited about was the mass transit aspects of it. Charleston is a living, breathing city. We have a lot of great things going for us. We have a lot of things that we need to work on. One of those things that really needs to be addressed is public transit. We made such strides in it, but at the same time, there's so much potential left. A lot of our traffic issues can be addressed by at least having another option in there. So I'm excited for the folks at CARTA, and I'm excited for what they're going to be able to do with it.
Right.
And I think it's going to allow us to take that next step forward, which is really where Charleston has been for the last 5-10 years, sort of in a holding pattern. We have the potential here to do something special, and I think that the house and sales tax is going to allow us to really take that next step forward, hopefully.
Wow. Peter Tecklenburg, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you, Quintin.
Thank you.